Yo, what's up, guys? I'm doing a Naruto story mode gameplay. Bro, I beat this game like last year, but last year I wasn't streaming it, so I'm going back over to beat it again. I'm just getting ready. Let's get it.
The world craves conflict. Get them! Times when we fight with our hearts, wounded and bleeding. That's the only time you know you're alive. But now everyone acts like they're above that. The current world is built on the pathetic ideas of bonds and connections. All structured around the memories that were forged until now. Which means the world is built on memories. But what would happen to the world if those things went away? That's right. People will do what they always do. I will change this world. Pain, who once led Hidden Rain Village, perished before he could achieve his dream. I have inherited his will and realized the rule of the strongest. A world ruled by strength is the future. I will become a god and rule with power for all time. That is why I need your help. We must crush the Five Nations. Destroy the Five Kage and all that surround them. I expect great things from all of you. Now, let the games begin.
Sasuke fighting for his life. Finish enemy with a ninja jutsu.
It's the opposite of last time. Let's go.
Oh no, bro.
Can't hold back!
I thought this would happen.
Oh no.
Still gonna stop me?
Yes, it's my duty. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm just spawning fireballs. The only way you get him.
Let's go. Let's go. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh no, shit.
Heavenly Head.
Rasengan!
Chidori!
How did this happen? It started from something so small.
We made it to Hidden Leaf Village. That's mission accomplished.
That went faster than I thought.
Well, catching cats is pretty easy.
Looks like you got scratched, though.
Did I? I don't remember.
You have a selective memory.
Konohamaru-sensei, can we be done for the day?
There aren't any more missions.
Okay, that's it for today. Good work, guys.
Oh, wait a minute!
If you'll excuse me, Konohamaru-sensei.
Yes?
What happened?
What do you mean?
You seem to be in a hurry to go home. Is everything okay?
The new game I ordered should be at my house.
Game? Seriously?
Is it Ninja Heroes?
How'd you know?
It's a really popular video game in the ninja world right now.
Yeah, I looked everywhere and I finally got a copy.
You do love your games.
Actually, I'm doing something for Himawari this time.
What do you mean?
That, over there.
A new campaign is open in Ninja Heroes. This is your chance to get a super rare replica of the necklace worn by the Lord 7th Hokage when he was young. Let's travel to the world of Ninja Heroes right now.
Boruto! Daddy's necklace!
A necklace? Mom, did Dad wear something like that?
He doesn't wear it now, but I'm sure there was a time he wore the necklace he got from the 5th Hokage.
So it's a replica of the old one? I can't believe game companies check all that stuff.
Aww.
What? If you want that, I'll get it for you.
Really?
Yeah, leave it to me. So, Mom, can I buy that new game for Himawari?
Are you sure it's not for you?
No, it's for Himawari. So that's what happened.
So I guess it is for Himawari.
Yeah, and that's why I have to play the game.
What do you mean you have to? You're smiling.
Anyways, gotta go. See you, Sarda. Mitsuki. I'm home.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
So this is Ninja Heroes. Okay. First of all, I've got to make sure that we've got a network connection set up. So, yep, no problem there. Well then. Oh, I see. We've got to choose the name that we're going to use in the game. Well, okay. I guess my own name will do. Now we need to choose what our avatar is going to be. Sasuke would be a cool image to use. But you know, I think I'll use my dad's appearance from back then. Guess I'll just press these buttons to select the rest. And we're all set. Time to have some fun. Let's start the game. Huh? Oh, wow! So this is Ninja Heroes' virtual world. Oh. Whoa, I look just like my dad. This is kind of weird, but fun too. Kind of makes it exciting. Let's see, where do I go first? And what am I supposed to do? Where can I join a battle?
Nanashi, has the new event started?
There are no new events at this time.
No new events?
Then let's go do some free missions.
Is that this game's guide character or something?
I'm Nanashi. I'll be your guide to events. There are no new events at this time.
Oh, that's fine. I don't need that. Could you just tell me what beginners should be doing?
All beginners should read page 13 in the manual before playing.
I don't want to read a manual, so why don't you just tell me?
All beginners should read page 13 in the manual before playing.
I mean, I just want to know the basics.
All beginners should read page 13 in the manual before playing.
Come on, just tell me. You already know what's on this page 13.
You won't give up.
Huh?
I'm just the event guide. I don't deal with newbies.
What's with the attitude?
Because you're so persistent. You know, it's not just you. The ninja world now is too soft. Why don't you look it up yourself before you ask someone else?
Come on, I'm a newbie. Help me out.
It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or not. You just want things to be easier. Whatever. If you insist, I guess I could use my valuable time and tell you about it.
Okay, I'll look into it myself. Just at least tell me where I can go to battle. Come on, please.
Honestly. Fine. You're annoyingly persistent. I'll guide you around as a special favor.
Well, gee, thank you very much for that.
What took you?
It's because you left so fast.
You can take on lots of different missions here, so take on any that seem to interest you. Anyway, you're on your own.
Wait a minute.
What now?
I mentioned it before, but I'm a beginner, so do you have any battles for noobs?
There's nothing like that.
Since you're like an event guide or whatever, doesn't that mean you know a lot about this game's system? Couldn't you arrange some kind of easy battle for me?
I've faced a lot of players up until now, but you're the first one to be this shameless.
The beginning is crucial. I really want to enjoy this game.
You're so annoying. Okay, you'll probably just keep pestering me if I say no, so I'll prepare a battle for you as a special favor.
Okay, come on, it's time to do this.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to get started?
Sure, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Let's see which character is the baddest one out here right now.
Whoa, the realism is amazing.
So I just gotta finish him with a secret technique. Gotcha.
On time. Too slow. Come on. Lightning blade. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. On time. Spiraling bullet. Spiraling bullet. Better back off. Fly away. Better back off. Fly away.
I think I finally understand how these battles work.
Now I'm really done with guiding you. Got it?
Yeah, I'll look into it on my own later on.
I'm finally free.
You're funny.
Huh?
I mean, you helped me out and even set up a battle for me. Thanks.
What a weirdo.
This game was way cooler than I thought it'd be. I'll have to tell Shikadai and the others about it.
Boruto! Food's almost ready. Come on down.
Yeah, I'm coming. I guess that my eyes need a rest. Where's Dad?
He said his schedule is full today.
Again?
It's been 5 months. We still haven't tracked down Tegase?
No, we're still investigating.
I apologize that there was a thief working from my lab.
It's not just your fault. We weren't vigilant enough.
I can't believe he's still off our radar after all the stealing he did. It's impressive.
He probably used a ninja tool to escape. He was a very talented staff member. What's unfortunate is that we were unable to make him understand that what he was doing was wrong. If only we could have used his powers for good instead of evil.
Yeah. You remember that Tegase stole ninja tools and design data when he ran away. However, yesterday, we discovered that he had stolen another object.
What?
The history of the Warring State seals was stolen from the library.
What's that?
It's a scroll that lists the people sealed during the Warring States period. It details the reasons why they were sealed away, and the locations where they're being held as well.
This is bad. Continue the search. The ninja tools being stolen was bad, but stealing that scroll is even worse.
Fortunately, we have a copy of it. We can use it to investigate all the seal locations.
Katasuke, inspect the lab with the investigation team for leads.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Shikadai. Inojin? Yo.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
We're talking about where to meet up.
Meet?
Have you heard of the game Ninja Heroes? We were talking about playing together.
What? You guys have Ninja Heroes too? I finally got it yesterday.
I guess that makes us a little more experienced than you.
Seriously? I guess it could beat me to it.
If you have it too, want to start playing together?
Yeah, I was thinking about contacting you guys.
Then let's meet up in front of the mission information desk.
Copy that. Looking forward to your guidance, Mr. Expert.
See you later, noob.
Okay, now I'll show Shikadai and the others how good I can play. Let the games begin. Actually, I don't even know what Shikadai and the others look like here. Got no choice. Hey, Shikadai! Are you here?
Idiot! Don't yell out my real name here. Look, it was our fault for not letting him know what we were gonna look like.
So this is Shikadai and Inojin.
Yep.
Shikadai looks like Gaara.
Yeah, I mean, we're related. Pretty nice, right?
So, what are you supposed to be, Inojin?
Huh? Don't I look cool?
You think so?
You have no artistic sense, Boruto.
Come on, who cares about what we look like? Let's get started already.
We already accepted a mission, and we can get started on that right away, if you're okay with that, Boruto.
Thanks. Guess I'll take a crack at this.
Okay.
Okay, follow me.
Spiraling bullet!
Wait, Boruto!
Spiraling bullet!
Fine, let him do what he wants. I mean, it's a game. Fly away! Pretty good at this.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at everything I do.
He's getting cocky. He doesn't even realize how much we supported him.
Moves, right?
Incoming long turn.
Seems pretty winnable.
Let's get this over with already.
Just need to figure out how to finish it.
A big splashy jutsu would be cool.
Let's try it.
There you are.
I'm playing with you guys. Wow.
Cannot be stopped. There you are.
Tough incoming.
I'm ready.
I've got your back.
So long. Follow me.
Hidden jutsu. 1,000 needles of death.
Incoming.
Spiraling bullet.
All are inferior in comparison to me.
Rasengan.
We have a winner!
Well done.
See ya.
It's pretty fun messing around in the game world.
Yeah, being so different from real life is what makes it fun.
By the way, why did you start playing this game, Boruto? Is it because it got popular?
You know, they're doing that campaign where you can get my dad's necklace. Himawari really wants that.
Oh, that thing that they're running on the commercials.
But there's...
Seriously? Well, what do I do now? I started playing this game for the necklace.
There's way more people now.
Yeah, there's probably more than double compared to when we started.
Oh. Nanashi!
You again?
I heard there's no information about the necklace campaign yet. I want that necklace, so what do I gotta do?
I don't know. I'm just an event guide. I'm not in charge of campaigns.
So, I just have to wait until they update the information?
Basically.
Ugh.
So, we're done here?
Wait a minute.
What? You can pester me all you want about the campaign, but I still don't know anything.
No, that's fine. Did you see what I just did?
What?
That combo attack was pretty impressive, right? I think I got the hang of dodging too.
No, I didn't see you. I mean, why would I?
Come on, I was kicking butt out there.
Why is he so friendly with the guide character?
Her reactions are different from when we talk to her. Isn't she being controlled by a computer?
So she changes her attitude depending on who talks to her? That's some pretty impressive tech.
Or maybe someone is controlling her behind the scenes.
Yeah, I I guess that's plausible.
Sorry, I just ran into someone I know.
Someone you know?
We're heading back soon.
Already?
We've got a night mission in the real world. It's a pain, but we gotta go get ready for that.
I see. Well, I guess that makes sense then. Good luck!
Bye
See you
now.
later.
It's fun playing games with people you know. I'll rope in Mitsuki and Sarada next. Maybe I've been playing too long. Mom! Food, please!
Going far for your mission today?
Yeah, it's close enough for a day trip, though.
Be careful.
See you later!
See you when I get back!
Okay, you're here. Team 7 will be heading into the northwest region of the Land of Fire for an investigative mission. It's a small part of a large forest.
Why are we going there?
According to the report, there's an abnormality in part of the forest.
Abnormality?
The report mentioned a landslide. Our mission is to check the scene and investigate its cause. There probably won't be any danger of battle, but keep your guards up.
Right! What is this?
Is this the spot?
Yes, but this is worse than I imagined.
Konohamaru-sensei, where do you want us to go?
There's a village nearby. Sarada and I will head there to gather intel. Boruto, Mitsuki, I want you two to search this area and see if you can find anything that could have caused this.
Got it. How's it going over there, Mitsuki? Nothing.
I tried all I could.
Then all we managed to figure out was that it was caused by someone.
Yes, and clearly only part of the forest has been destroyed. It wouldn't look like this if it were a natural disaster.
Who would do this?
Sorry I'm late.
Hey, how'd it go?
We asked around.
The incident occurred 3 days ago, late at night. A loud crash was heard from deep inside the forest, and the tremors reached all the way to the village.
So when they came by the next day, this is what they saw.
Even the residents don't know what caused it.
Actually, we heard something pretty interesting. A number of residents said they saw a glowing giant through the treetops.
A glowing giant? Hearing that makes me think of Sasuke for some reason.
Yeah, Susanoo. But I don't think Dad would do this for no reason.
That's true.
Let's forget the giant for a minute. Our own investigations found that this destruction was caused by a human.
I see.
Now we just have to figure out who did it and why.
Let's return to the village and give our report for now. It'll be better to leave it to an expert rather than investigate this any further on our own.
What happened?
Someone destroyed it.
We'll need more details on this incident.
Yes, I'll send an inspection team. This incident should be thoroughly investigated.
Dad, do you have any idea what the glowing giant is? Does it have to do with Sasuke or something?
Did you hear anything about Sasuke being there?
Nothing in the reports.
So we can't be certain about anything right now. We'll check things out, and if we find anything, we'll let you know. Good work today. Take the rest of the day off.
Yes, sir.
What could it be?
Oh, so I guess that caught your attention. Well, it was just a test. Investigating it is useless.
We won't figure anything out here.
Man, I know that. Still, something's bugging me.
You get so serious about weird stuff. I'm worried too, though. I guess that's to be expected.
Hey, Boruto.
What?
Is that game you bought fun?
Huh? Well, that was out of nowhere.
There's nothing we can do here, right? I thought I'd change the subject.
Whatever. Okay, let's talk on our way home.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, about the game. It's pretty fun. It's like you're opened up to a whole new world. It's something you have to experience for yourself. I can't really explain it, but it's awesome.
Okay.
I highly recommend it. If you buy it, we can play together.
Sounds kind of fun, but probably not for me since I've never owned a game console.
I want to play with you, so I'll see if I can get it.
Cool. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, that's all for today. See you, Sarda, Mitsuki. Hey!
You again? Ninja these days sure have a lot of free time.
Oh, come on. It's just a game.
Sure, whatever.
Why are you in such a bad mood? Don't you want to have fun playing the game?
How is the guide supposed to have fun playing the game?
Yeah, right, of course. But don't you want to have some fun?
What about you? Do you actually have fun in this game?
What?
I heard some other players talking. They were going on about how this game has what's called a beginner's wall, and it's not actually that fun until you get past that. So you should first focus on whether or not you're having fun in this game.
Beginner's wall?
And also, there's this. If you're able to get past that wall by one way or another, by mere chance, in some way, miraculously, by pure luck, then I might have fun by being surprised. I mean, there could be a slight chance of that.
Whoa.
I'm joking, of course. That wouldn't be fun for me.
You might be joking, but you never know unless you try. Tell me about this beginner's wall.
Why do you take jokes so seriously?
Whatever. It sounds fun. Plus, having a goal gives me motivation.
You're not gonna let up, are you? All right. They were talking about a mission's rank. Apparently, there's a rank that beginners can't overcome. They said it was the first D rank. I guess the first rank is the wall.
I see. Okay, I'll do it. I'll get past that wall right away and surprise you.
Fine, whatever.
We won't figure anything out here.
Man, I know that. Still, something's bugging me.
You get so serious about weird stuff. I'm worried too, though. What?
I have an extra copy of Ninja Heroes, so I'm giving it to Sarada.
What do you mean?
How?
Oh, I just happened to get the game after we talked. Then my parents sent me a copy on the same day. My parents said I should play it because it was very interesting.
Oh, that was a nice gesture.
I don't need 2 copies, so you can have one, Sarada. You said you were interested, right?
But I can't accept that.
I'm just going to throw it away if you don't want it.
What
Throw
a
it
waste!
away?
You're right, it is a waste. So you'd be helping me out by taking it.
Ugh. I feel bad taking it. Borrowing it, on the other hand.
Fine, you're borrowing it. That's all 3 of us, Boruto. Now we can play together.
Yeah. Should we meet up in the game later then?
We can, but how do we meet up?
First you set up the game, right? Then you set the settings to... The others should be about done with their settings. But playing this game together on Team 7 feels kinda weird.
Boruto.
Alright, it looks like you were both able to start the game.
Games these days are amazing. I understand why you like them so much.
Right? I've played a lot of games, but none of them were this awesome. By the way, the avatars you guys chose are...
Yeah, I was thinking of choosing the 7th, but I didn't really want to be a male character.
So that's why you picked your mom.
Honestly, I'm a bit anxious looking like her.
I look up to my parents, so looking like this makes me happy.
Well, all of us are here together now. So why don't we just start up an easy battle?
I'll get it ready for you.
You?
What?
You disappeared all of a sudden before. I thought something happened.
I have my secrets.
Hey, who's this?
Oh, this is our guide, Nanashi.
Wow, so if there's something I don't understand, can I ask Nanashi?
Maybe. She's the guide for events, but she doesn't like to do anything else.
Words hurt, you know. I said I would help you.
You said that earlier, but I didn't think you were serious. I assumed you didn't want to do it.
There are times when I want to help. Very, very rarely, mind you. I probably shouldn't have said that.
I know you're the game's guide character, but can you really set up a battle at your own convenience?
I'm like a wizard in this space. That's nothing.
That's amazing. Hey, Boruto, come on. She's saying she'll help us.
Yeah, but what's up with you?
Shut up. It's fine. It's a battle, right? I'll get it ready so you can just go play.
Okay.
She's pretty pushy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. I'm counting on you, Nanashi.
Okay, I'm starting the battle.
Wow, this is amazing! It's like I'm really fighting!
Okay, time to let loose.
Oh.
I read the manual. At least I know how to fight.
The manual? You're such a nerd, Sarda.
Aren't you supposed to read them?
Whoops. It depends. I didn't read it and didn't have any problems.
You're ignoring the fact that I helped you.
Don't put in like that.
I just stepped in because you lied.
Good going, Boruto.
Yeah, we're almost finished.
Follow me. You hopeless imbecile. My power is unsurpassed. You will never be my equal.
We have a winner!
Good enough.
I'll play with you again someday.
We did it!
This game is fun. It's so realistic.
I knew you'd have fun, Mitsuki. But you too, Sarda? You're usually so stubborn.
Is that so bad?
You're cool with me. It's only gonna get better.
What if I get hooked on this?
Thanks, Nanashi. That was a lot of fun.
Boruto, you looked like you were enjoying yourselves. That's nice.
Huh? What's that mean? That's because you prepared a fun battle for us.
That's right. Thanks, Nanashi.
Then why don't you come back tomorrow, too?
Huh? It's not like you to be so inviting.
I wasn't inviting you.
Sounds good to me. I want to play this game again.
I'll do what you want to do, Boruto.
Then all three of us will be back.
Yeah.
I gotta get going. I have to help my mom. I know what kind of game this is now, so that's good.
I'm going to. I want to talk to my parent.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Bye, Boruto. See you, Nanashi.
Let's see. Guess I'll wander around a little.
See ya.
Hey, you finally called me by my name.
Oh, I did.
I don't know why you did it, but I'm glad. What?
It's just... I'm not usually like this, but you're different.
Huh? That was fun, but I'm beat. I've been staring at the screen for way too long.
Yes. Very good. It makes me feel very good when everyone has so much fun.
I'm glad things are going well.
I am unquestionably a true genius. There is no way that I could ever fail. And that is exactly the reason why Katasuke-sensei should have treated me with much greater kindness. But all he did was tell me I was wrong. He's just a loud-mouthed old man. I'll do what I want. Yes, that's right. It's what I must do. I, Teguse, didn't learn the most cutting-edge research to create something boring. Which is why I...
So...
Oh, yes. Is it? A 98% recovery factor. It's exactly as we planned, so we can proceed tomorrow. The whole ninja world will be shocked. Right, Master Mertz?
That's excellent.
You don't usually have breakfast with us, Dad.
Sorry I can't eat with you every morning.
Did you finish work?
No, the opposite. Something important came in, so I might not be able to eat with you again for a while.
So today's the only day we'll all eat together.
Sorry.
It's okay. I know how hard your job is, Dad.
Thanks. That reminds me, Boruto. I wanted to tell you something. Lately, a lot of people who are playing games are collapsing from exhaustion.
What do you mean?
They're still investigating the details, but I don't think it's a coincidence. I'm not saying you shouldn't play, but be careful. Like a ninja should be. Thanks for breakfast. I'm heading out now.
Oh, me too. I have a mission.
Well, you're both so busy. Be careful, Daddy. You too, Boruto.
That's what my dad said this morning.
People collapsing after playing games.
Hey, is the game the 7th was talking about ninja heroes?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
I do feel weirdly tired after I play that game, though.
Isn't that just your eyes getting tired?
I don't feel like it's just my eyes.
Maybe I should ask around about it.
Ask around?
There are lots of people playing Ninja Heroes. Let's ask them.
Sure thing. We were planning to play Ninja Heroes today anyway.
Oh well. I'm tired after the mission, but I guess I'll play a little.
Collapsing from games? I'll have to get more info on this to figure out what's happening. Okay.
I'll carve a new mark. You better conform this time.
And quit your crying! Crying won't get you anywhere!
What was that?
Boruto! You're just staring into space.
Shigadai and the others went ahead to ask around.
Hey, that weird movie when the game starts? What is that?
Huh?
There was no movie.
No way, I just saw it. It was too fuzzy for me to make much out.
I don't know what it was you saw. We didn't see it.
Seriously?
Hey, if you don't feel well today, why don't you stop? We can ask around by ourselves.
I'm fine. I was just a little startled. Okay, let's get to it. You know, I think we should ask some of the other players. Maybe we can get some good info out of them.
Do I get tired playing this game? Of course I do. I mean, I really get into it. When you're that into a game, it's natural to get worn out.
Hey, you know, I do feel oddly tired when I play this game. I thought it was just my eyes that were tired, but my whole body gets so sluggish. I haven't fainted or anything, though.
My friend told me his friend fainted. I also heard they played Ninja Heroes for like 20 hours a day. Anyone would faint after that.
I actually got so tired I had to go to the hospital once. I played Ninja Heroes all day that day, and I got really tired out of nowhere. When I woke up, I was in bed. The doctor said that I played the game too much. Now my mom watches me like a hawk.
I've heard rumors that there are people who collapsed after playing the game. I tried to look into it myself, but I couldn't figure out who made the game. I asked at the store, but they told me they bought it wholesale, so they don't know. It's really weird. I mean, it's such a popular title.
I guess that's probably enough people for right now.
So, summarizing all the information we gathered.
The game that people are collapsing from is definitely Ninja Heroes.
So that's why I felt so tired before.
I'm curious about what Boruto heard regarding people not knowing who made the game.
Yeah.
Looking into that will probably take a lot of time.
We still need a lot of information. Why don't we continue investigating?
Yeah.
Hey! What is that?
What's going on with the moon? That's...
Order everyone to get inside!
Whoa!
Sharingan pattern. The history of warring state seals. All right. I'll do some investigating of my own.
Thanks. Here's a copy. So any news on your end?
There's some suspicious intel, but after listening to you, I have some people I'm interested in. The criminal organization Zero.
Zero?
It was founded by Mertz, a rogue ninja of Hidden Rain, and they're furthering the intentions of the late Pain of Akatsuki.
Pain?
Apparently, Mertz is calling himself Pain's successor, but I don't have any more information than that. They've been operating underground until now, but they've been very active lately. Thinking about the time frame when that Teguse you mentioned left the village, there's a strong possibility that he's working with Zero.
Where's their hideout?
I don't know yet. I'll look into that too.
Sorry for all the trouble.
Don't worry about it. I'm just doing my job.
I'll look into Zero too. Come back when you have a chance. It'll make Sarada happy.
I don't have time to rest.
Boruto! Boruto, are you okay?
Huh? What's wrong, Mom?
What's wrong? Didn't you see that moon?
The moon? What about it? What? Did that really happen? You okay? Timawari! Mom, are you okay?
Yes, I got a weird blemish, but I seem to be fine.
Blemish? What is this? Do I have one too?
It doesn't look like you do. Good.
Wait, I might be okay, but you and Himawari...
It's fine. I'll go to the hospital with Himawari if anything happens.
Okay, make sure you do. What the heck happened? With all this going on, Dad probably can't come home for a while.
Oh my. No matter how far scientific ninja tools have progressed, they can't do this yet.
The great revolution of pain is near.
Three people collapsed after being surprised by the light. 24 others reported feeling ill. After a detailed examination, no major problems were discovered, and all patients were returned home after basic treatment.
Thanks for the report.
Go rest for a while. You were up all night.
Yes, sir.
No problems. At least so far.
That's even stranger. We're still investigating, but it seems that all living beings in the Hidden Leaf were exposed to the light regardless of being indoors or even if they were sleeping. Also, all those exposed to it had a mark-like blemish appear somewhere on their bodies. But these marks disappeared within an hour.
It felt more like it was absorbed into my body rather than disappeared.
Regardless, it seems imprudent to write off such a commotion so easily. Until we know what it is and what's happening, we should proceed carefully.
Yeah, I'll have the inexperienced Genin stay in the village on standby, in case anything else strange happens. Give all missions to Chunin and above for now.
I'll tell Sasuke too. He might have figured something out.
Okay, handle it.
That was the information we got from the Lord 7th Hokage. There will be a limit placed on missions.
So, no more missions for a while.
Looks like it.
So, will you play with me?
Sorry, Himawari. I know I finally have time off, but there's something I want to look into.
Something you want to look into?
I want to know what happened yesterday, but there's not enough information right now. I should probably look further into ninja heroes. Okay then.
Where were you when that stuff happened with the moon?
Oh man, I was outside then, so I looked right at it. And I got this weird blemish, which freaked me out, but it went away on its own. I was so relieved.
Hey, did you do the new event?
You mean Kiseki Gathering? Of course I did. You can get a pretty rare reward.
Really? Oh man, don't do the events without me.
A new event, huh? Maybe I should see what it's all about.
This is the Kiseki Reward Exchange.
Ha ha ha! That was worth the hard work.
Hey, looks like Kiseki Gathering started.
It has... Although, you probably don't need to do it. It's not any fun, I bet.
Hey, come on! You're supposed to be the guide for the game, aren't you? I mean, you can't just go around saying stuff like that, you know?
Well, I guess so.
I guess I'll try it out, and I'll see what it's like. Alright, come on, give me the event details.
Fine. You might be able to get something you want.
What's that mean?
The event-specific character will explain all that at the Mission Information Desk.
Mission Information Desk, right. Okay, I'll check it out.
This mission reception counter is only for the new event, Kiseki Gathering.
Tell me what the Kiseki Gathering event's all about.
You got it. Here are the details. Kiseki Gathering is a battle event. It's really hot right now. You fight mysterious enemies in the limited time battles we've prepared. The mysterious enemies are very strong, but if you can beat them, you'll get stones called Kiseki. If you collect Kiseki and give them to Nanashi, the event guide, you can exchange them for rare items in the game. Also, if you have a winner Kiseki, you can get a replica of the Lord 7th Hokage's necklace currently seen in commercials. However, it's completely up to luck whether or not you get a winner Kiseki, meaning you'll be really lucky if you get one. Okay, make sure to gather Kiseki and get your own necklace.
Oh, so that's what Nanashi meant about something I might want.
I am afraid you can't participate in all the battles right now. The remaining battles are still being prepared. Sorry. That should sum things up.
Feel my might! Oh, feel my might! Oh, feel my might! Oh, feel my might!
You will never be my equal. I have something for you. Fools! Away with you! Superior speed. Fool! This'll sting! Deal with it!
We have a winner! I've got you. Heavenly hand power. 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 Now.
Unfortunately, it looks like there were no winners in the Kiseki you collected. But if you give the Kiseki you collected to the guide, Nanashi, you can exchange them for great items.
I gathered some kiseki. Can you exchange them?
Alright, you can't exchange unless you have several.
Yep, got them all here.
I see.
What's up with you? You're acting a little weird today.
You...
Me?
It's nothing. Okay, I'll take the kiseki. No winners.
I hate to give up, but that's all for today. I can still play the game tomorrow.
Okay, then.
Oh, I was caught up in the event and almost forgot there's something I wanted to ask you. So, there's a lot of... Do you know why that is?
I don't.
Oh, so you don't know either.
Maybe their eyes are tired?
That's what I thought too, but I guess that's not it. Oh well, I'll figure it out if I keep checking.
You shouldn't stick your nose into it too much. It could be dangerous.
How is that dangerous? I'm just investigating why people get tired. Thanks for worrying about me, though. It's already nighttime. I'm kinda tired. What could it be?
So this is where it was released. If so, then that infinite Tsukiyomi makes sense. That means that now, in this world, a mysterious Uchiha exists.
Huh? Dad?
Hey!
I didn't think you'd come home for a while.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to, but I forgot to bring a change of clothes.
You're kidding, right?
Boruto.
Hmm?
This thing might be trickier than I thought. If something happens, take care of your mom and Himawari.
You can count on me. But it's not just Mom and Himawari I'll protect. I'll take care of you too, Dad.
Big words for such a little man. But I'm glad. Okay, I'm heading out now.
Let's see. Now, Dad left, so... What to do? Days off can be so boring. I have time, so I guess it's Ninja Heroes. Maybe part 2 of Kiseki Gathering started.
This mission reception counter is only for the new event, Kiseki Gathering. The battles you couldn't try last time have been unlocked. Make sure to give them a shot.
Superior speed. Amaterasu. I have something for you. Feel my lust! Superior speed. Superior speed. Superior speed. Superior speed. Superior speed. Superior speed. You will never be my equal.
We have a winner! We have a winner! Fire step, fireball jutsu! Fire step, fireball jutsu! Fire step, fireball jutsu! Now! Fire step, fireball jutsu! I am sick of you! Fire step, fireball jutsu! Fire step, fireball jutsu! Now! Miss! Fire step, fireball jutsu! Fire step, fireball jutsu! Fire step, fireball jutsu! Now! Charge! Now! Fire style! Fireball jutsu! We have a winner! I guess this'll do. that Kiseki! Congratulations! The Kiseki you just got is a winner Kiseki!
Huh? Oh!
If you give it to the event guide Nanashi, you'll get a replica of the Lord 7th Hokage's necklace as a present.
Yeah! Himawari will be so happy! I gathered some Kiseki, and one of them is a winner.
I didn't think you'd get a winner, Boruto.
Okay, so I gave you the Kiseki. What do I do now?
If you write the reward code, 807051002, on the postcard included in the game box, you'll be sent the necklace.
I see.
Are you sure?
About what?
Nothing.
Hey, you're definitely acting strange. Did something happen? I'm here to talk. We're friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
You call me the guide, your friend. Boruto, you are so weird.
Come on, I'm trying to cheer you up.
It's okay. I don't need cheering up. I may not look like it, but I'm actually excited.
About what?
Don't tell anyone else, but something really great is going to happen.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Is there another event starting or something?
Yeah, there is. A big one. So that's the reason. I'm acting different because I've been keeping it secret.
So that's what it is. Good to know. It sounds like you have another fun event, though. I'll check it out next time I'm investigating. Okay, I'm gonna head back. I have to fill out that postcard.
Boruto.
Hmm?
You're really not all that bad.
Huh?
So, if anything you don't like happens, or if you want to get away, you can come here.
Huh?
That's all. See ya.
A weapon does not need a kind name. Nanashi will be perfect for you.
With this, the tracking effectiveness should dramatically improve. It's still experimental, but I really hope the 7th allows it. Excuse me, 7th? 7th? And Shikamaru, too!
Who are you? No. Katasuke. It's you. You're Katasuke.
What happened?
I don't know. My head. So many things are disappearing.
Disappearing? What do you mean?
What's this?
Call the medical corps right away. It's an emergency.
Yes, sir.
The 7th is down. It's funny to see Katasuke-sensei so flustered.
Our plans will now begin. To bring pain to the whole world.
Naruto. No, it's memories. Not so fast.
Worship me. You belong to Mertz now.
Seventh! Oh, good. You're both awake. How do you... 7th?
Prepare for war.
Definitely.
War?
Boruto! Wake up, Boruto!
Mom? What's going on?
Good. You're okay, Boruto.
What do you mean?
Something's wrong with the village.
Everyone started preparing for war all of a sudden.
What?
I don't have any idea what's happening. I was worried something might be wrong with you, too. Thank goodness. Where are you going?
I'll go ask Dad.
Boruto!
You guys!
Hey, what's going on? My mom's acting strange, and
I'm gonna go talk to my dad.
The 7th isn't home?
He's at the Hokage's chamber. Dad! Are you seriously going to war? Dad!
Seventh!
Boruto!
What's wrong? You okay?
Some kind of crazy power. It erased my memory. The memories of this Merit's guy came in and took me over. Thanks to Kurama protecting me, I had a little memory left that let me come back to myself, but only for an instant. Listen, the mastermind is Zero. Merit's... Tell Sasuke...
Dad!
Boruto, you take it from here.
Dad?
Get to the battlefield once you're prepared.
Dad?
The Seventh and my mom are acting the same.
He said something about a Zero and Mers.
Yeah.
How do you know that name?
Sasuke!
Naruto? I see.
I'm glad you're all right, Dad.
Sasuke, who is Merit's or Zero?
Zero is the name of an organization. Mertz is the one who founded it. I still don't know any other details. Only that they're a criminal organization. It's obvious that they're behind what's happening in the ninja world.
Are you talking about all this war commotion?
Doing something so extravagant so suddenly. Is that possible?
No. There were signs a few days ago. If you think of the scope and the timing of the incident, it has to have something to do with that infinite Tsukiyomi.
There's something else. When that light shined, this sort of mark appeared on everyone, like a blemish.
Mom and Himawari had it too. But why don't we have it?
Yeah.
Naruto wrote that the mark appeared on all living things, even if they didn't look directly at the moon. I used Susanoo to block the light, so I didn't get a mark. How did you block it?
I don't know.
We were playing the game when it happened and didn't see it.
In there?
Young Lord! You're okay! Wait, are you acting strange too, young lord?
I'm fine. I'm normal.
Really? Thank goodness! But with the Seventh in that condition, I don't know what to say.
Did you see the Seventh too, Katasuke-sensei?
Yes, late last night. I went to the Hokage's chamber to show him a new scientific ninja tool I developed.
Scientific ninja tool? You mean that bag?
Oh no. The new scientific ninja tool is in the lab. In here? It's embarrassing, but it's the Ninja Heroes game.
Huh? You keep that on you all the time?
Yes. It's a popular game, so I carry it around with me, so I can play anytime.
Ninja Heroes?
That's the game I was talking about.
Ninja Heroes is a virtual online game that got popular really quickly recently. If you put on this special equipment, you enter the virtual space, and you can do all sorts of things there. Oh, the virtual space. Right. It's like another world that's different than the real world. Maybe it would be easier for you to understand if I said it was a genjutsu world used for recreation.
A genjutsu world?
People get weirdly tired after playing this game. We were collecting information about it. Sasuke?
Where did you get this?
I just bought it.
Oh, didn't you say you didn't know who made this game?
That's right. I was wondering about it too, so I looked into the developer, but I didn't find anything out.
What's wrong, Dad?
Hey, Boruto. Got a minute?
Hmm? What's wrong?
It's just so much information. I'm starting to get confused. So how about we get organized here a little? We might be able to figure something out.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I gotta admit, my head is all messed up as well.
Okay, so let's review what's been going on. Right now, it's not only the Hidden Leaf Village, but the whole ninja world is acting strange. Everyone's personality has changed, and they're all trying to start a war. If we follow this back, do you remember what the cause was?
Let me see. I'm pretty sure that it's because of the moon. I mean, from a couple days ago, isn't it?
Yes. Blemishes appeared on everyone because of that. It's somehow connected to all the current commotion.
But we didn't get the marks on us.
No. People say the light was strong enough to affect people even if they didn't see it directly. So, what's the difference between us and the people with marks? So, if we look at the specifics, your mother and sister got the mark, but you didn't, even though you were in the same house. What was the difference in what you did versus what they did?
Differences? I mean, Ninja Heroes is about all there is.
Yes. You, me, and Sarada too. We were all playing Ninja Heroes. I think you were getting information about fatigue from the game.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's about the only difference. I think this is a big point.
You make it sound like it is. Then I guess either the game console or the virtual space has a trick to it.
If there is, we don't know if it has any connection with this case. However, I think it's worth investigating.
Yeah. Sasuke. We thought about it, and we think the game is suspicious. Don't ask me what, but I feel like we'll find some sort of clue there.
I was thinking the same thing.
What is it exactly?
I first grew suspicious when you didn't receive the effects of the moonlight. You were only playing the game. It's not like you took any protective measures. However, that light couldn't be blocked by any ordinary means. You would need a special jutsu like mine to interrupt it, or not be there to begin with.
Be there?
And if you weren't there, then it wouldn't be a stretch to think there was something to the game itself.
Dad, do you mean...
I see it. A hidden jutsu inscription. It looks like a special one similar to a summoning.
A summoning?
That's been set to the game console?
Yes. I don't know what jutsu it's based on, but I think we can assume that it has the power to transport something. Considering that this was set to this console, there's a possibility that identical inscriptions could be set in other items.
This is unbelievable.
So this is the reason why the mark didn't appear when we were hit by the moonlight.
Yes. In other words, you weren't really on this side. You were actually in a different space, sent there by the transportation jutsu inscription set to that console.
But doesn't transportation usually mean moving the entire body?
Not knowing the details of the jutsu, this is merely a conjecture, but is it possible that this jutsu is only transporting the mind? If not, this case would have been discovered sooner. It would have been the game that makes people disappear.
That's true.
In other words, the mark from the moonlight is introduced by the mind, and not the body. That's why we didn't get the mark, since we were over there.
Wait a second. If our minds were being transported, that means that space was... Huh? I mean, what is Ninja Heroes then?
Right. Up until now, we thought that we were playing in the game's virtual space, controlling the game characters. It turns out that our minds were transported to some other space, not in the game, and playing there.
Seriously?
However, that can only be possible if there is a space to bring in the minds. It would take a powerful ninja to be able to do something like that.
An Uchiha could do it.
An Uchiha?
Of course, not every Uchiha clan member could do something like that. But it's obvious there is someone here who can.
What do you mean?
I've been traversing the ninja world these last few days on a mission for Naruto. He wanted me to look into a scroll stolen by someone named Teguse, who left the village several months ago.
Teguse? Could it be that the scroll he stole was the history of warring state seals?
Yes. The scroll had details about dangerous genin sealed during the Warring States period, and included their abilities and locations where they were sealed. I received a copy and went around investigating the seal locations. The other day, I discovered that the seal for one of the locations had been broken. The person sealed there was an Uchiha clan member. I don't know their name. It wasn't listed anywhere. However, according to the scroll, this person possessed an ability called Yachihoko, and was instrumental in the war as an Uchiha clan weapon. There's something else. The record said that aside from Yachihoko, this person had jutsu such as Tsukuyomi and Amaterasu implanted.
I know Amaterasu is the black flame you use. But what is Tsukuyomi?
The user creates a space in full control of its shape, time, and rules, and then brings in a third party. The jutsu is primarily used to inflict psychological damage on your opponent.
If that were used for another purpose, such as ninja heroes, for example.
Exactly. Everything would make sense. The key is the existence of this mystery Uchiha. It would be safe to assume that only someone with Uchiha abilities could control a jutsu on the scale of that infinite Tsukuyomi.
And the ninja hero space we played in was created by that Tsukuyomi, a Uchiha clan jutsu.
I wasn't able to track down Teguse, who stole the scroll, but based on the information, it seems that he assisted Zero. That was the final piece of the puzzle. Ninja Heroes was created from his skills and the power of the Uchiha clan.
If it's something they created, it makes sense that we don't know who the developer is.
It's rather clear now that Zero and the game are connected. We also know this chaos won't end unless we stop Zero. With how little information we have on their organization, this game is the breakthrough we need. You will go into the game and see if there's anyone inside connected to Zero.
If we do find someone connected to Zero, we'll be able to find out what they're after and where they're headquartered. Okay, let's roll. Right, Boruto? Right, Mitsuki?
Yeah.
Oh, he's here.
Let's get started then.
Sure.
What's wrong? We have to do our best if we're going to resolve this situation.
I know.
Boruto.
Hmm?
You already have an idea who's connected to Zero, don't you? Someone who's always in Ninja Heroes and can control this space. I mean, there's really only one person who it could be.
you're here.
Yeah.
What's wrong? You sound so gloomy. That's not the Boruto I know. Oh, I know. You were about to say something selfish again, right? You want more missions? Fine. I'm really not supposed to give in to such demands. But for you, I can bend the rules.
No, that's not why I'm here today. The ninja world is in chaos right now. Did you know that?
I didn't. I'm the guide for this game. I don't know anything going on outside.
My dad and a lot of other people have gone crazy. War is about to break out in the ninja world.
So, how is telling me going to help when I don't know anything about it?
Well...
Of course you know.
You guys...
What do you mean?
There's a lot of evidence pointing in your direction. Boruto, if this is too hard for you, I can do it.
This place isn't a virtual game space. It's a genjutsu world created by someone. They're using an Uchiha ability called Tsukuyomi to make it possible. We also know someone capable of doing that is with this criminal organization called Zero. We already know this game is connected to Zero. In other words, it wouldn't be strange if there was a Zero supporter here. They'd also have the ability to take part in the game at will.
I remember what you said.
I know you're the game's guide character, but can you really set up a battle at your own convenience?
I'm like a wizard in this space. That's nothing.
And you actually did it.
So, what are you trying to say? That I'm this Zero supporter because I can control this space at will?
Yes. Although we don't know if there's some third party controlling the character named Nanashi, or if it's through some other means.
Is this what you think too, Boruto?
I don't want to think that. But there's so many things pointing at you, Nanashi.
Oh, so you noticed.
So it is you.
I guess it's all right. I couldn't keep up the ruse much longer anyway. You guys were right about this space. My role is to manage it while disguised as a guide character. To be honest, it was hard playing the guide. I had to do my best using systematic words and being polite. Doing my boring job as a guide and having everyone enjoy the game without drawing attention to myself until I was ready to execute the plan. Why did I get stuck having to do that for such low-life ninjas? That Teguse guy really gave me such stupid orders. I just followed them because Zero is going to grant me my wish.
Why would you do that?
I needed a means to recover. Engraved Tsukuyomi requires a lot of
I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of yapping in this, bro.
This space was set with a
Oh my god,
That's the truth behind the fatigue you guys were sniffing around about.
I see. And you recovered enough chakra to use the engraved Tsukuyomi, that unnatural moon phenomenon.
Yes. Thanks to it, I was able to mark everyone in the ninja world. So I am actually grateful to you. You and all the game players who helped me recover. Oh, and I'm also grateful for all the Kiseki gathering. Especially you, Boruto. That Kiseki you brought was the Hokage's after all.
What? What do you mean?
There's this ability called Yachi Hoko. It allows you to control the minds and chakra of any person linked with the mark. Being able to control their minds means they can be summoned to wherever you want.
Are you saying...
Have you figured it out?
The opponents you fought in the Kiseki gathering were the minds brought here from the real world with Yachihoko. The Kiseki that you got from defeating them, it actually belonged to that person. In short, their memories. Putting out the light inside the Kiseki, that removes the memory. And if instead, another memory were put inside...
They can be brainwashed.
Exactly.
Then I got my dad's...
That's why I told you it wouldn't be any fun.
Do you really think doing this will get your wish granted? You've just created chaos.
That was precisely what my wish was. Ninja turning on and hurting each other, the ninja world collapsing on itself, and erasing all of the ninja everywhere.
Zero will make that come true. I mean, the ninja world is on the brink of war as we speak. No one can stop it now.
You. Screw you! No way you're getting away with this!
You can protest all you want, but how exactly are you going to stop me?
It's easy. We'll get you to tell us everything. Stuff like how to get the memories back, or where the enemy hideout is.
I see. However, you worthless ninja are weak, foolish, and small. The only thing big about you are your mouths.
You really think? You think you can beat me? I'm Nanashi Uchiha!
What? Space!
Your body!
You too!
I am freely in control of your temporary forms and this space.
Nanashi?
Those eyes and hair color are the same as mine and my dad's. So the Uchiha who was revived was...
That's you!
In any case, being able to change the space all at once.
What do you think? This is all just trivial for me to do. You are no match for me. Or do you still think you can defeat me? The look on your face.
Stop helping Zero! There's still time to make this right!
Stop? Who do you think you are? You've lived all your life in comfort. You're all soft.
There's no reason to destroy the ninja world. Everyone we love will be... I know you're a really nice person. You wouldn't really do something bad.
What? What do you know about me? You don't know what I feel? Or what I've been through? You don't know anything!
Sharingan!
There are so many things in this world that I absolutely despise. That includes ninja. And also, the ninja world. Just thinking about it consumes me with rage. It pains me. I can't stop the anger from pouring out of me. That's the reason I supported Zero. And why I sent the whole ninja world into chaos. I hate ninja, all of them. I wish that they'd all die!
This is...
Nanashi!
Hold on!
Nanashi, stop!
Boruto, she's not going to listen.
Here goes! Here goes! Here
I'm ready. Something must have happened to her in the past. It must be the reason for her anger.
You're probably right, but we have no way of finding that out now. Here goes!
We're caught.
Let's go!
Here
All I can do is use this! Materasu!
What was that?
Fire set! Fireball!
Here goes!
Let's go! My dad's jutsu!
This is no...
That's right. She's been implanted.
Implanted? What in the world happened to her?
I don't know. She'll have to tell us herself.
I don't want to... This is
Stop!
nothing.
I don't want to fight you!
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have hesitated. I would have gotten rid of you from the start.
I'm ready if you...
Materasu! What?
She's strong!
You're caught. She's so much stronger than us, despite being about the same age.
What has she been through? What can we do to get her to...
Call me!
I'm ready if you need me.
So easy!
Her wounds!
It seems she has the advantage in this space.
Nanashi!
If only I had you back then.
Hey!
We're back.
Seems that way.
Oh, you're awake.
The plan is already going smoothly. I think I've done enough. There's no need to monitor that side anymore.
But...
It's fine. The plan is going smoothly, as Nanashi said. Leaf, sand, cloud, stone, mist. All of the 5 great villages have started preparing for war. It's only a matter of time now before the 5th Great Ninja War begins.
The world needs pain. By inflicting pain, this unrefined world will be able to grow. Mertz, you are something akin to me. Your family and friends were taken from you by the warring nations. You learned of pain just like me, and realized how wrong the world is. Therefore, we have a similar intention. Changing the world is quite simple, if you have the unbreakable will of the gods. Dedicate your efforts and your will to realize Akatsuki's mission.
The whole world, the people. War will ruin the villages, and at that point, they'll collapse. And Zero shall provide the reign of power that Lord Pain strived for.
Are you okay, Boruto?
Yeah.
What are we going to do now, though? She got away. A ninja world missing individual memories. In other words, a ninja world without memories is about to be born.
What?
Who are you?
Come with me if you wish to stop this chaos.
What?
Boruto.
I guess we check it out. What is this place?
There aren't any other players. It seems like a separate place from where we were before. Everything looks like the real world.
You're right.
Welcome to the Time Reservoir.
Who are you?
I'm Tonari Otsutsuki. You could say that I'm the supervisor of this planet.
Otsutsuki? Hold on. Don't tell me that you're with Momoshiki!
I'm not like them. I'm here to help you.
Help us? Can we trust you?
That is up to you. However, you have no way to better this situation right now. That's why, despite your suspicions, you followed me here. Am I right? Boruto? This person really doesn't seem to be an enemy.
Yeah. He feels different from them.
It's true we don't have any options. And I guess you seem different.
Does that mean you trust me a little?
Yeah, but if you do anything funny, I'm gonna...
I won't be doing anything. Just offering a bit of help. Rather, there is much I will ask you to do, if we're going to make it through this.
About that, is it really possible to stop this chaos?
Yes, but it will not be easy. Recovering all of the memories people have built up until now will require a significant amount of time. What's more, the amount of memory that has been lost is astronomical. Normally it would take decades or even centuries.
Then there's really no way.
However, there is one thing about this current world in our favor. And that is your father, Naruto Uzumaki.
My dad?
Although the amount may vary quite significantly, your father is in the memories of nearly everyone alive right now. His power is so great it goes beyond wars, and is accepted by everyone. A power that could only be because he is Naruto Uzumaki. We will be using that. Using what? First, I will have you go back to the past and retrace Naruto's history. You can retrieve his memories there.
Go back to the past? How?
It is possible if we use this mysterious space's unique properties with the power of Otsutsuki.
A book?
However, only one person can go to the past. What's more, they will be unable to interfere with any of the events there.
If it's the only way, then I guess we just have to do it.
If you're able to recover Naruto Uzumaki's memories,
I will be able to release them. The released memories will spread from him to others. Once they have rippled out far enough, the lights will shine again. And everyone's memories will return.
Got it.
Although, it seems like it's going to take a while.
We should go back and report to my dad first, then. I'd like to go over the situation and figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
You should hurry. There's not much time left.
You're back.
Welcome back, Boruto.
Wait, you...
Yes, they haven't been affected either.
Mom, Dad, everyone went crazy. Just when I was thinking about what to do next, Katasuke came up to me.
We heard about everything. We'll be helping you guys too. I mean, the ninja world depends on us after all.
So, what happened?
Yeah, actually...
So you let her get away?
Sorry.
You can apologize later. We still have things we can do. Focus on that for now.
Recovering memories? Seems like we should hurry.
We were looking into the situation on this side while you were in the game. The Hidden Leaf Ninja have all left the village and are seconds away from going to war. It's the same with the other villages. They've all taken similar action. Every village is under Mertz's mind control.
Crazy.
We don't have much time. We'll be splitting up into 3 groups. One will search for Zero's hideout on this side. Another team will return to the other side and begin recovering the memories.
Sasuke, let me handle the memories. I'm part of the reason this all happened. And besides...
If someone needs to retrace Naruto's history, you're the one most suited to do it.
You got it.
Sarada and the rest will go search for the hideout. Gather as much information as you can and determine its location.
You make it sound so easy. Are we going to be able to find it without any leads?
My dad always said that you'll be able to find anything you're looking for if you start sifting through the straw.
Straw?
We know that this Zero organization has been really active lately. That means that they're probably sending out spies, running experiments, or have been doing other things that have brought them to the surface. He said that that's when people get careless and make mistakes. If you can find a mistake, you might be able to catch them by the tail.
But where do we start?
How about you look into recent missions? If there's any unsolved and suspicious missions, you might find a lead.
Missions? Hey, Sarada, speaking of missions...
Right. I just remembered too. It might be connected.
What? What are you talking about?
We'll tell you more about it later. Dad, have you used Susanoo in a fight lately?
No.
Then that place really is suspicious.
I think it's worth looking into again.
Where are you going, Sasuke?
I'm going to slow down Naruto. Once he joins in the war, there will be massive casualties. I'm the only one who can stop him.
Take this. It's a communication device. You'll be going to the other side. Please contact us with this as soon as you get back.
Thanks.
We all have our missions. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'll get back my dad's memories.
Take this, Boruto. The light will likely return if you follow Naruto's memories. When that light shines strong, your father's memories are returning.
if that happens, I just need to hand it to you, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Now go to your father. Get back Naruto Uzumaki's memories.
Whoa, so I'm going into the past like this?
You're going back in time to retrace the memories of Naruto Uzumaki. I'll be your guide. The nine-tailed fox spirit was sealed within your father by the fourth Hokage. And that's where Naruto's memories begin. With Nine Tails residing within him, Naruto dealt with persecution from the villagers. But in spite of his burden, he stayed strong, hanging on to a dream to one day become the Hokage. After graduating from the Ninja Academy, Naruto was assigned to Team 7 with Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Haruno. The head of Team 7, Kakashi Hatake, held a training session to assess their abilities. Historically speaking, it was nothing more than a trivial competition.
Let's get started here.
Don't get too scared when you see how tough I am! Dad's so determined.
Being a ninja is quite special to Naruto. It's the first step to achieving his dream after all.
Hokage. I know what happens after this, since his dream actually comes true. It just reminds me how amazing Dad is.
His connection to Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Haruno grew deeper as soon as he joined Team 7. Back then, Naruto saw Sasuke, an elite student, as his rival, and seemed to have a crush against him.
She's a close friend of the family now. Wow. So this is where it all started.
Eventually, he would fight in numerous battles and become a figure of central importance in the ninja world.
Whoa, what the? My body is...
You're done collecting memories here. On to the next one.
But wait.
Don't hold it against me. I had no other choice.
I'm on this, Sasuke! Don't hold me back!
It's the land of waves. In modern times, this spot is known as the Great Naruto Bridge. There was a great battle here to prevent the bridge from being built. Team 7 is taking on two ninja hell-bent on ending its construction. One is known as Zabuza Muji, and the other is Haku. Haku, who you see fighting now, had a special ability called the Kekkei Genkai, allowing him to manipulate ice style.
So, he becomes a ninja and he's already fighting guys like this?
Correct. Fighting through life-or-death situations like these made them stronger. Haku lived his life as a tool of violence at Zabuza's disposal. This was not unheard of for the life of a ninja. Young Naruto was shocked to see Haku's subjugation. He'd never been exposed to such a life of servitude before. Being exposed to Haku's cruel fate made Naruto fully aware of his own ninja way. On to the next point in time. Haku lived as
What's the matter? Do I scare you? You should only love yourself and fight for yourself. That is the definition of strength.
Thought he was strong. Because he only fought for himself. And he was always alone. That's not what real strength is all about.
So if Dad and old Gara are fighting each other...
The clash between two enormous villages, the Leaf and the Sand, caused the destruction of Gara. Gara was the secret weapon of the Hidden Sand, due to the tailed beast known as Shukaku, sealed within him.
Tailed beast. Just like Dad.
Correct. He was in the same situation as Naruto, holding a tailed beast inside and being persecuted by the villagers.
Oh, Gara has some killer attacks, huh?
At this point of Gara's life, he couldn't trust anyone. But the one to soften his closely guarded heart was none other than Naruto Uzumaki. Although their situations were similar, Naruto's connection to his blades made him stronger. Gara saw it, and he wanted it too.
Here goes!
Let's do it!
Here goes! Here goes! Naruto! Uzumaki! 2K! Arrive!
You missed me.
Here goes! Here goes! Here goes! Naruto! Uzumaki! 2K! Arrive!
This battle goes on forever.
After encounter...
Why, Sasuke, why? How could it have come to this? I don't understand!
I have my own path to follow. My own goals are all that matter now.
Sasuke was out to kill his older brother Itachi. It was his long-standing desire for revenge. Yet at the same time, he knew he wasn't strong enough to do it.
And that's why he left the Hidden Leaf?
Sasuke had been taken by Orochimaru. Sasuke believed that Orochimaru could make him strong enough to defeat his brother. Sasuke became resentful of Naruto's rapid progress as a ninja, and pushed him toward that path of darkness. At any rate, Sasuke was greatly troubled, and he made the bitter decision to leave after much thought. Naruto was special to Sasuke as well, one of those rare people considered a close friend. Yet he was willing to sever that connection from revenge in search of the power he needed to kill his older brother.
What did Sasuke have against his brother?
His clan, the Uchiha, was destroyed by Itachi. Sasuke was filled with hatred because of it.
Did that actually happen, though?
These are all facts that have been covered up. Desires and ambitions piled up, which ultimately shape our history.
Too slow.
No escape. No escape.
No escape.
Sasuke.
What's this? Your collected memories change to light, gathered in a... Boruto, changes are happening in this space because you started returning the memories.
What do you mean?
This place is built on the space this Nanashi girl created. Therefore, her memories are mixed into the crevices of the space. Normally, those memories would not come to the surface. That's why they reacted to this space, and her Kiseki appeared.
So, if I touch that...
Whether you do it or not is up to you. However, if you want to know more about her...
Of course I'll look. I hardly know anything about her.
Yachi Hope, what a splendid ability. You will be our weapon from now on. If we implant other visual jutsu, you can multiply its effects.
A weapon does not need a kind name. Nanashi will be perfect for you.
I'll carve a new mark. You better conform this time.
And quit your crying. Crying won't get you anywhere.
No. No. No!
I think I've seen this. It's something only I saw a while ago. Something really horrible. That was Nanashi's past?
The past is getting jumbled together. What you saw before was most likely her letting you in, and her control over the space began to diminish.
So that's why only I was able to see it.
However...
Okay, here goes.
Much time had passed since Naruto and Sasuke last saw each other at the Battle of the Final Valley. Naruto returns from his training journey to the Hidden Leaf in high spirits. Team 7's leader, Kakashi, has Naruto spar with Sakura.
I get a feeling I'm gonna have to take these guys more seriously this time.
There's no way we can lose!
Alright, watch and learn! Check this out! So Dad and Sakura really trained their butts off to get Sasuke back.
That's how important that connection with Sasuke was to me. Naruto in particular knew what it was like to suffer in solitude. And that horrible experience is why he refused to give up on Sasuke. No matter what.
Fuck, he grabbed me. Shit.
Yeah, for sure. I know Dad considers Sasuke a really close friend. Plus, it looks like Dad and Sakura have really grown.
Of course it does. It only takes us an instant to witness views added onto their lives.
Not that. I mean, sure, they got physically bigger, but it's like they're way more confident. Are we moving on to the next battle already?
Finally, we found you.
What are you doing all the way out here?
Came to bring you back. Check this out.
Sasuke gives off a completely different vibe. Just a cold, ruthless stare.
He was steeped in darkness, and he no longer felt a connection to his friends. He was consumed only by his hatred for Itachi.
That much hate? It doesn't matter how hard Dad and Sakura tried to convince him.
Yes.
Sasuke looks so bloodthirsty. It's freaking me out. Just watching this has me sweating.
There was no compassion left anywhere within Sasuke.
And he's really trying to kill him.
Yes. Naruto's words couldn't reach him in this state of mind.
What happened to Dad?
Although his words had no effect, a remnant of the connection they shared was still inside Sasuke. On to the next battle.
I didn't think you save me some time.
I'll get you.
Guess it's obvious since I know what happens in the future. But Dad's supposed to win here, right?
Why would you think that?
Look at him go. Dad wins this fight, hands down. I mean, he's winning the toughness. He doesn't give off any sign of weakness.
Interesting. Your relationship as father and son gives you a unique perspective. Although Naruto fell into despair after failing to get through to Sasuke, he could rise to a new level. Of course, his ninja way played a role. More than anything, his friends. Friends who supported him. Connections built up since childhood that are always there for him.
He worked to build those bonds. And he's not alone. Must be super encouraging.
That's good news. Now, with enough experience to defeat even Kakazu.
Just allow me to capture you. Your death shall bring peace.
I said shut up! My master! My friends! My village! Look what you did to all of them! I'll never forgive you!
This the Hidden Leaf Village?
This is painful. It shows you what incredible power the Renegade is capable of unleashing.
So, Dad fought a guy who can do this?
Naruto was consumed with fury at this time. But who could blame him? His master and friends were killed, and his village was destroyed.
Yeah, he looks pretty pissed. I've never seen Dad like this before.
Naruto had become the strongest ninja in the Hidden Leaf Village.
He's in Sage Mode, right? I know about this. He's gonna use nature energy or something.
Naruto was the village's last hope of defeating pain.
I'll bring peace with my own hands! Yes!
I cannot believe you pushed me this far.
I'm really getting fired up here.
One deadly stroke.
That shining light.
You've collected all the memories up to now. It seems her Kiseki appeared again.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
You are dangerous. You will live here from now on. Do you understand?
The Senju are coming! Send Nanashi out here!
Ha ha ha! Did you see that? The Senju clan were running scared.
The Senju joined up with another clan. Apparently it was to...
What I saw was her back at the time when she was sealed away.
Her power was too great, so she was sealed away by people who thought she was dangerous. If I were treated unjustly by the Uchiha clan, and every ninja in the world became my enemy and was imprisoned, I could understand why you would come.
So that's why she's trying to destroy the ninja world now.
Her misery is that she never found...
This is wrong. Why do we have to fight allied villages?
For Lord Mertz.
Who is Lord Mertz? The Lord Seventh said the same thing, but I don't get it.
We must fight in order to realize Lord Mertz's ideals.
Don't get in our way.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop you from fighting.
How futile. Stopping me won't stop the war. What you're doing is meaningless.
We'll see about that.
The ninja from each village have arrived at the battlefield. The battle should begin shortly.
So brittle. To have such a bond so easily broken. Lord Pain. No, Pain. The reign of power you envisioned will finally be realized. However, its vanguard will not be you who passed away, but me.
I wonder how things are going.
After the battle with...
I'm right here. I'll crush you. Right here.
Sasuke, you... Sasuke looks even more cold and lifeless than before.
He believed his brother was the enemy, and finally took his revenge, but then realized it was all a lie, manufactured by the hidden leaf.
Right here.
The hidden leaf had distorted the truth, and for that, Sasuke could never forgive them. This is why he set out to kill the Hokage. This was no different than being sword to the throats of the ninja world. Madara Uchiha was manipulating Sasuke, and had set him on this fateful path. Yet in spite of Sasuke's current situation, Naruto continued to reject him. Naruto began to lose hope. His friend was now an enemy of the ninja world, and he didn't know how to handle it.
Let's move on to the next point.
The battle between Naruto and Sasuke ended in a stalemate, and once again they went their separate ways. Naruto set out to...
Naruto, I'm too dangerous like this. You better defeat me. Quickly!
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm in too. Let's do this, Naruto.
Whoa, why does Dad look like that?
Before the war, he obtained a jutsu that allowed him to harness the power of Nine Tails.
Seriously? So he's finally able to use Nine Tails here. You're getting stronger by the minute, Dad.
He did grow stronger. His opponent was a ninja, even more powerful than he.
I guess you're talking about that Naruto guy who controlled pain, right? I heard about powerful ninja being resurrected with a reanimation jutsu during the 4th Great Ninja War. Seeing it happen right in front of me like this is crazy.
Naruto was a powerful ninja, with the Sage of the Six Paths at his disposal. But Naruto had an encouraging ally at his side, Itachi Uchiha. Itachi was brought back by reanimation, but he was able to break away from the jutsu's power. At this point, Naruto knew the truth about Itachi. So instead of holding any ill will toward him, he truly considered Itachi an ally.
If he had stayed dead, they would have been enemies forever. But since he came back, I guess they grew to understand each other. That reanimation jutsu sure is creepy. I guess it's not all bad.
Let's move on to the next one. In the midst of
Kazekage, Naruto, we're stopping him! Persona waiting for you two!
Right. Legendary ninja who founded the Hidden Leaf Village with the first Hokage.
Madara? Hold up. I thought there was already someone else with that name. What's up with this?
This was the real Madara, not the one we've known until now, who was an imposter.
Then who the heck is the fake Madara?
One of the instigators of the first great ninja war.
Madara Uchiha. Talk about intimidating.
Madara's not even at full power yet. He's very talented with Naruto.
Seriously?
The only opponent Madara takes seriously is the first Hokage.
Danger! Massive Rasengan Mega Barrage!
The only ninja to challenge Madara and overcome him.
Hashirama and Madara, huh? I always heard they were legendary ninja. But to see one right in front of me like this is pretty wild.
Ready.
Here we go! Here! Here we go!
So long.
This is it!
I'll join you.
This is it! Danger! Massive Rasengan Mega Barrage! Thank you!
Time to go already?
Fighting Naruto.
The world no longer needs hope, a future, any famous hero.
When this reality ends, all that will remain is a single endless dream.
Kids, look up there! So I'm gonna keep charging ahead without losing my way!
Come get it!
I'm gonna become the best Hokage there's ever been! That's my dream, you idiot!
So he's the fake Madara, right? So the real Madara is Madara, and the fake Madara is Toby. This is kind of making my head spin. Anyway, now that Dad looks like that, is he maybe gonna...
In the midst of a desperate struggle, Naruto
Are you fucking serious? Bro.
Once they had finally reconciled, Naruto acquired full control of Kuruma's power.
What the heck was this Toby guy planning to do anyway?
It's the reason we were capturing tailed beasts such as Kuruma. Toby's goal was to resurrect Ten Tails as a combination of other tailed beasts. Then he would use the power of Ten Tails to form the infinite Tsukuyomi.
Infinite what? What the heck is that?
A world made solely of utopian dreams. The infinite Tsukuyomi would provide such a space and pull everyone into it. The will of all human beings would die, reducing them to nothing. Naruto and the other ninjas could never allow that to happen.
Of course they wouldn't. I wouldn't allow that either.
That is why they're fighting. And it's not only Naruto. It's all like-minded ninja who align with Naruto's will.
Stick with me, Kurama! Now beast planetary Rasen Shuriken! I'll hit you!
I'm ready to rock, ready to fight!
I'll hit you!
Come get me. Good.
I'll hit you!
Come get me.
I'll hit you! Stick with me, Kurama! I'm gonna defeat you and end this war! Now beast planetary Rasen Shuriken! And I'm gonna enjoy ripping that mask off of you!
Yeah. What does he look like underneath all that?
Her memory appeared.
I found you.
Let's continue.
Obito had
It's only a matter of time before the infinite Tsukuyomi activates. The fact of the matter is, your war has ended.
No, it hasn't! Sasuke and I are still here!
Seems to me these two could be Obito, even infused with the Ten Tails, right?
The power of Ten Tails is equal to the same of Six Paths. And with ordinary strength, it would be difficult to cause even a hint of damage. If anyone could do it from the ninja world back then, it would only be Naruto and Sasuke.
Plus we've got these two rivals who are actually friends teaming up to fight. This is getting really intense.
Up to this point, due to a barrage of attacks from Ten Tails, as well as Obito and Madara, many members of the Allied Shinobi forces lost their lives. As you see,
Yeah, I know about that.
the losses were so heavy, even Naruto was overcome with despair. And at his lowest, the one who reached out to see him was none other than your mother, Hinata. Today, Naruto is a pillar of the ninja world. But he was just the opposite. He took that small hand. Let's move on to the next one. With their combined resistance and Naruto's words, Obito's heart was gradually softened. At last, Obito was rendered powerless, and the allied shinobi forces erupted in celebration. But this celebration was short-lived. Madara had absorbed Ten Tails' power and became the second sage of the Six Paths. His power was now overwhelming. The ninja fought frantically to the death against him, losing one soldier after another. Just as things were looking bleak for them on the battlefield, two ninja rose up to face Madara. Of course, this was Naruto and Sasuke. They were the only two who stood a chance.
cannot defeat me. I have the power of the six.
I'm not gonna defeat you, stupid! We're gonna defeat! Sekabi Kurama! Kill Beast Planetary Rasen Shuriken!
You, Madara. I'll leave the rest to
It's
you.
different again. What happened this time?
He encountered the Sage of the Six Paths in the spiritual realm, between life and death. And together with Sasuke, they borrowed his power.
Life and death?
Mortally wounded by Madara.
Huh? So they both died?
They didn't die, but were on the precipice of death.
Come on, you gotta be kidding. Is this for real? I mean, how did he get that far with them? How freaking strong was this Madara Uchiha?
Pretty strong. Pretty much strong.
Infinite Tsukuyomi.
Madara was trying to destroy the ninja world. He wasn't always this way. He was once a noble man. Well, the time has come to leave this fight. After a back-and-forth battle, Naruto and Sasuke managed to contain Madara. But Madara refused to stop. He turned the situation in his favor, and finally brought about infinite Tsukuyomi.
Oh crap, you gotta be kidding me.
The ninja world was pulled into his dream, with only Naruto and a few others left behind. The fourth great ninja war had ended, and Madara was victorious. So he thought.
It was thought?
It's time to gather up all my chakra.
Sekabi Kurama! Kill Beast Planetary Rasen Shuriken!
And unify it once more.
Who the hell is that?
Sealed away in ancient times due to possessing too much power. She was known as the Rabbit Goddess, the demon, her name was Kaguya Otsutsuki.
Sasuke? You again? Hold on a second. What happened to Madara?
Secret beat, Kurama! Now beast planetary Rasen Shuriken!
Madara had a companion named Setsu, who he trusted with his life. He thought Setsu was working to carry out Infinite Tsukuyomi. But once Madara confirmed the plans had been completed, Setsu betrayed him.
What? So we're moving on?
It was truly a war of earth-shattering proportions. Thanks to the quick wit of their companions and fierce fighting by Naruto and Sasuke, they were able to get through countless desperate situations. And Kaguya was sealed away once again.
So they defeated the true mastermind? Is that where it ended?
No. There was still some unfinished business regarding the long-standing connection between two star-crossed friends. The connection between Naruto and Sasuke, and its eventual destination.
I guess that makes sense.
They were only able to accomplish one thing up to this point. Conflict, and nothing more. Over and over again, scars, ravaging the heavens above and the earth below, full of agonized cries and bitter rejection. And then...
Enough already! Just let me cut you down!
You can't cut your connection to me!
Connection this, connection that! Just shut up already! Connections are what make this world such a pain! The stronger the connection, the more it tortures me! And Naruto, my connection to you is the most irritating one of all!
After fighting Boruto, Madara, and Kaguya, Dad ends up clashing with Sasuke?
It's fate. That's all we call it.
Sasuke was hell-bent on one goal. Fought and fought to see it through. But Dad still refused to give up on it.
The efforts Naruto made to save Sasuke would soon apply to the entire ninja world. By giving and receiving support, building and protecting connections with friends, Naruto diligently followed his ninja way.
Over and over and over! Why do you keep doing this? Right there! What's wrong with you? Let's finish this. This battle.
It's time. Are you ready?
Sure. They're both so beat up. What happens in the end? The light! Even brighter than before.
You've done well. I'm sure you've seen quite a lot, chasing your father's memories through time.
I thought I knew everything about my dad already, but...
Hikari.
Yes, the ninja world may still be in the darkness right now, but I want this child...
Where will you go to stay in my way? It's time I finish this!
Losing you means letting the ninja world you built be destroyed. You wanted to become the Hokage for so long. Ever since you were a kid. It would mean destroying what you built with your own hands. Let's go. Burn it all away. I'm not going to let that happen. Just like you once stopped me. I'm going to put my life on the line to stop you. Burn it all away. What a nuisance.
Why are you getting in my way? It's so annoying. What is with you? Just what are you?
Just what are you?
We're friends!
What do you want? What are you trying to do? Why are you so obsessed with me?
Because we're friends!
Why are you so determined to stay involved with me?
Because we're friends.
Loser. Let me ask you. Just what are you then? Are you still under the control of that nobody, Mertz? Or...
I think I've already told you several times by now. I'm... your friend, you know?
Well done, Boruto.
What have I been doing?
Are you back to normal?
What are you saying?
Why aren't they fighting? What is going on?
Impossible! Our plan was going so well. Why did the mind control suddenly stop? Nanashi, was it you?
I didn't do anything.
Really? You didn't stop this after feeling sympathetic for the boy?
Not at all.
Then why?
It doesn't matter. Even without it, as long as I am alive, Zero still has the advantage.
Yes, but do you know how much we spent to get this far?
Just focus on your surroundings.
Huh?
Multiple Leaf Ninja detected around our hideout.
They already have a lock on our location.
How is that possible?
They are foolish, but not stupid. They know we're out here, and have been searching for us.
What? But how? The only information out there on Zero is sketchy at best.
They could have someone as good as you.
As good as me? Could it be Kataske-sensei?
In any case, intercept anyone who comes near the hideout. Go.
Sir!
Everything is going awry. How could this happen?
This is getting interesting.
Geez, you didn't hold back, did you?
You didn't either. We don't have time to rest. It's not over yet.
Yeah, I know. Ready?
Yeah.
We've succeeded in reviving the memories. The ninja world has been brought back to normal.
Thank goodness.
What do you want to do now?
That's...
Nanashi Uchiha's memory. I didn't think there would be more.
Hey! Could you just tell me what beginners should be doing?
After our investigation, over 10 ninja were arrested on suspicion of espionage and aiding Zero's revolt. We're also closing in on a financier who was funding Zero, with a formal investigation by the Hokage's chamber forthcoming.
This isn't what I said I'd bring, but here.
Wow, so pretty!
Sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to get Dad's necklace. But I'm only letting you borrow it. This is just really important to me.
Are you sure it's okay if it's that important to you?
Yeah, it's fine. It was in the shadows for a long time. It's finally allowed to see the light. That's why I want it to be out in the sun as much as possible now. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be busy going out on all my missions. And besides, I might end up losing it. That's why I'm hoping that you'll be able to look after it for me.
I don't really understand, but I just have to take good care of it, right?
Yep, you got it. That's exactly right.
Okay, I'm gonna go play now.
Okay. I keep wondering if things can really stay this way. I can't stop thinking about it. Was there really no way I could have saved her? If there was even a slight possibility, I mean, she's already suffered enough. That's why I want her on a new path, not in the shadows. path and the sunlight. Where am I? A prison. Oh, right. I remember now. They captured me. Well, I can't be wasting any of my time in here.
Do you want to die?
Ow! Seriously? It's set to burn? Hey, thank you. If you hadn't said anything, I absolutely would have been toast. So, I didn't know that there was anyone else in here. You got caught too, huh? Guess it's not our lucky day. But this is perfect. Look, I know this is a weird thing to ask someone you just met, but I'm looking for someone. Maybe you know her. She's Uchiha Clan's... Are you even listening?
I don't need to. It has nothing to do with me.
Hey, wait. Nanashi!
So what? Huh?
Oh, wow, it's you! So this is where you were all this time. Man, what are the chances, huh? I'm glad, though. I'm glad I ran into you. Okay, first objective accomplished. Next, we just need to get out of this place together. What? You don't think that we'll be able to get out? Don't worry. I can break down the bars of this cell with my jutsu.
You can leave on your own.
Huh?
I'm a weapon. I only exist to fight for the clan. Use my jutsu as I'm ordered and destroy the enemy. I don't cry. I don't react. I don't run. I bear through the pain, then I die. I wait in this prison cell until I receive my orders. I don't go outside no matter what. That is my mission. I must follow these orders. Or I...
No. You're not meant to be living in this sad and dark place.
There!
No.
You're that kid from before. Oh, you'll pay for this. Where's Nanashi?
Beats me. We ran in different directions, so I've got no idea.
You were both seen escaping together. It's no use trying to protect her.
We got separated along the way. She's not here.
Hiding her won't do you any good.
I told you, I don't know where she is.
You've got some guts, kid. But you shouldn't be messing with adults.
I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. If I tell you, her life will become miserable again.
She's not miserable. Her existence will bring us victory.
Fighting for your clan is what makes a true ninja.
You treat her like a weapon. You don't even see her as a ninja.
How do you know that?
However, that is the fate of those born during this age. Those who fight as ninja. Those who are used as weapons. The give-and-take relationship makes the clan strong. Just don't kill him.
Here it goes! Here it goes!
Away!
Yes!
Here goes!
Better pull back!
These guys. Jeez. Why enough time for her to get away?
Better pull back. What do you better pull back?
Fire stuck!
Here goes! Here goes!
What are you looking at?
He's stubborn. He's used to fighting too.
He's no ordinary kid. Don't let your guard down.
Managed to make it this far. I hope Nanashi got away. These blows are too much. So this is the Warring States period. I hope she got away.
He just helped me on a whim. It was just by chance that he happened to save me, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. So I just need to run away. There are no good people in this world.
Why don't you give up already?
I'm not done.
I figured. I haven't known you for long, but I can see that you're quite the ninja. I think it's time. Out of respect, I won't hold back.
Damn it. This is it? It's fine, as long as she got away.
Amaterasu?
Nanashi!
I knew it.
Why? Why'd you come back? While I was here fighting, you should have just run!
I don't understand. I don't understand why either. But... whether it was by chance, or just a whim, till now, there's been nobody. No one's ever helped me like this. And...
Nanashi. You know what will happen if you go against us.
There is a heavy punishment for treason. Understand?
Shut up already. Nanashi's not yours. Don't you get it? She doesn't belong to you. Not any longer. Nobody ordered her to do anything. She chose this. She chose to come back on her own. And she sure didn't come here in order to fight you. It's so she can walk her own path. Don't give in to some fate someone made for you. And besides, a path will always open up for you, as long as you don't quit. Deciding for yourself, making it yourself, that's what makes it your own fate. Nanashi.
Yes. If shaping it myself, if deciding it for myself, if doing all that is making my own fate, then choosing to fight alongside you is also my decision. Why are the words from someone I just met making me feel this way? Well, I still don't understand it. But out of all the people that I've ever met, you are... Your words are different. And for some reason, I felt that. That's why, from here on, I am going to fight for my own fate. Just watch.
Nanashi?
Your hand!
Yeah. Is this Yachihoko? Whoa!
That's all the chakra I gathered. I've given it to you. Can you fight?
Yeah, you bet. Of course I can. We'll win this!
Now we have to face Nanashi? This will be tough. But we can't let her get away!
This'll be the final fight. Let's go!
Damn it! I wasn't expecting Yachihoko!
If she used Yachihoko, that means that kid has a lot of power!
Nanashi! Who said you could do that?
Nobody did. Nanashi decided this for herself. She doesn't need your permission. She's free to do what she wants because she's human. Nanashi isn't some weapon for you to control anymore. Nanashi, you okay?
I'm okay. Fire style! I'm okay because I have you with me.
Here goes! Let's go knock him around some more.
Better move that end, kids! Don't get cocky! What are you?
Nanashi's freedom is right in front of us. Finally right in front of us. It's right here. We can't lose at the very end. That'd be so lame. We're gonna beat him and open up a true path for Nanashi. That's what I'll do. Here goes!
Fire style!
What are you looking at?
You're so lame! Go!
Fire style!
Fireball Kitsy!
Red guy! Red guy! Red guy! Good. Now Nanashi is...
kids could...
Now that we're here, I think we'll be safe.
I can't believe it. Did we really get away?
Yeah. Now you're finally... You're free.
Free?
That's all I can do.
What? You mean... you're not going to come with me?
Sorry. I can't tell you the reason, but I won't be able to go with you.
Well, tell me. Who are you?
I can't go into the details about it. Let's just say... I'm someone who wanted to free you.
You did? But why? Why would you do that for me? I'm a nobody.
A nobody? Come on, you've got to be kidding me. That's not how I see you at all. To me, you're a really important person. You're my friend. That's why I wanted to save you, even if it meant risking my life.
That's the new weapon, apparently.
Who's that?
Don't talk to it. It's dangerous.
Apparently, it doesn't even change expressions when it takes people out.
I'm sure the higher-ups will use it well.
I guess, the way things stand now, there's no point in telling you. But the thing is, to me, you're you. And that is never going to change. That's why... What's wrong?
I've been alone. For so long. Always somewhere dark. No one ever saw me as a person. I didn't think I had anyone on my side. But there was someone who came and saved me. Not by chance or on a whim. Someone came who called me a friend. I'm just so glad. Honestly. That I'm alive. Thank you. For saving me. Thank you for setting me free.
Yeah. Oh, damn it, it's already time?
Wait. What?
Hate to say it, but it's time for goodbye. But before I go, there's something I need to tell you. Alright, listen close. You're not Nanashi now. Hikari Uchiha. That's the name that your parents gave you when you were born. That's your real name. Live your life in a new place in the sunlight. Also, there's something that I want you to know about the ninja world. It isn't only suffering.
Hold on. Just wait. Please, wait! No, don't. Please don't go! I don't really know anything about you. Even your name. And besides, I never got to...
Boruto Uzumaki.
Listen, we might not be together, but we'll always be friends.
Remember, you're never truly alone. Don't forget, I will always, always, forever, I will be on your side!
Boruto. Boruto! No! Don't go! Boruto!
Live a happy life. Hikari Uchiha!
Boruto!
It's morning. I think I have a mission today.
Where are you meeting?
Hidden Leaf Gate.
Then don't be late.
Okay, I'm heading out.
Take
See
care.
you later!
It's been a while since we got together like this.
Only for you, Konohamaru.
You've been gone on another mission this whole time, huh?
We received some information about a certain underground organization, and we did a clean sweep.
Underground organization?
What did they say again? They called themselves Zero. It seems like they had a lot of plans, but we were able to take them down pretty quickly. We had Sasuke's help, too.
What? Dad was there too?
Yeah, I think he said he'd be returning home soon.
Yay!
Well, look how happy you are.
What's wrong with a daughter being happy to see her father?
Nothing. It's just that you usually don't act that way.
What about you? I bet you'll be happy to see my dad too.
Yeah, I wonder what he'll teach me next. Since I'm trying to follow in his footsteps, I suppose I really want to be able to use all his jutsu. So I think the next jutsu I'll have him teach me is... What?
I was just thinking that you're even more cheery than usual.
Oh, you too, Mitsuki? His voice seems lighter somehow. Did something happen?
No, not especially.
What? You just got cheerier for no reason.
Yeah, it's strange for me too. When I woke up this morning, I just naturally had this warm feeling inside me.
What? I don't get it.
Hey, I don't know either.
Konohamaru-sensei, Boruto is being weird.
Hey!
Honestly, you guys really do get along.
How's this getting along?
Now, that's enough small talk. Time to head to our mission.
Okay, let's get this done quick so I can get ready to see my dad. Boruto, Mitsuki, let's do this.
Sure thing.
Then let's go.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I thought the sun was warmer than usual today.
Really?
Okay, let's go. Looks like it's gonna be a busy day.
I'm coming in.
Hmm?
We're ready for the meeting. Let's get going.
What? Is it that time already?
What are you reading?
A scroll. I found it in the library just a little while ago. It contains an account of some of the things that happened behind the scenes, back during the Warring States period.
And why are you reading it?
Well, there's something really interesting written at the end of it. So they brought it to me to check.
What is it?
You need to come look at it later. I have no idea why he's mentioned in it.
What?
This is a record of a girl who escaped the bonds of the Uchiha clan during the Warring States period and went on to live a life unconnected to any clan. The girl was once used as a weapon. However, one night during a full moon, she made the decision to escape the clan. She found a new name and a new life. After gaining her freedom, she would never be used for war again. She lived modestly, enjoying the sunshine, and lived a happy life. With the trees and grass, calmed by the flowing rivers, and surrounded by people, embracing normality. She almost never spoke of her past, but she would happily tell everyone about one incident in particular. We shall record a section of her anecdote here.
In my days of being used as a weapon, I had nothing to live for as a person. During this time, surrounded by eternal darkness, a young ninja suddenly appeared and taught me about fate. His words of encouragement still give me light to this day. I haven't been able to reunite with him. I don't even know where he came from. That's why I choose to believe that the joy of deciding my own fate and my gratitude for happiness will one day reach him. I will bestow these feelings to the sunlight. So that they may one day Reach my friend, Boruto Uzumaki.
Alright, guys. That's been like an hour since I played. Yeah. Well, I did the whole game in one night. It's like, what? It's 12:36 here, man. I'm gonna get them sleep. One day this will get some views.